hope you're having a lovely time. The Company of Heroes tournament is done and we're back. This match on Men of War is between Shadow 7965475 Delta whatever. People with numbers in their name. And we have Starcraft Story on the enemy team. He's playing as the Americans. Shadow is playing as the Germans. Now Shadow said he wasn't too strong and comfortable with his German play. He sent all of his infantry over to the right hand side. And before we get wholeheartedly into this game, there is two things I want to say. Firstly, I'm kind of ill and that guy is dead, but that wasn't included in the points. Ooh, great grenade going off there, and I think that was the machine gunner. It was! Shadow, you are gambling all of your infantry soldiers right here. This is not good moving. You need to spread them out in a 1v1. This map is Canyon. It's got these really badass choke points where a lot of traffic congestion can sort of get you absorbed into this fight and lose a lot of stuff, sending them into a really narrow channel at once. Tanks don't survive very much there as well, according to the one game that I've played on this map. And my second point that I wanted to say is we have a very special person recording on the opposite team, so we should have some multicams coming down. Now at the moment, Shadow isn't putting much of a good fight up. Seems like Starcraft Story is going to get the better of him. I love this waterfall, by the way. This map, I just chose this map because we haven't seen a game on it. It's such a cool looking map though. It's a shame, a darn shame that Shadow is just littering it with all his bodies. Now he's bringing up a secondary assault squad. Well, the first assault squad, actually. There comes my onus again. I woke up this morning and my nose has been constantly dripping. It's awful, awful, but I really need to get some Men of War games out. And I know a lot of you guys out there are just like, oh, Men of War, please. And I'm sure you can deal with a very sniffly nosed Inuki. And you'll just have to listen to all the guys die. Now, it seems like the second squad is going to go for the middle. Now, it's going to be tough for Starcraft Story to defend a whole squad coming in, but actually we're getting some splittage going up right now. This whole squad just completely failed. There is a machine gun that we can capture right here. There it is in the water. I love that sound of the waterfall. Ah, it's so relaxing. Oh, I feel so ill. Also a lot of coughing. I've had to do some radical cleaning with my room, and I mean not like put sunglasses on and pretend I'm in the Hawaii and surfing, which I used to do when I was younger. I remember that. I used to stack up a load of the sofa cushions and then surf them. I don't know why. That was my fun when I had no Sega. And then I got a Sega, and that was it for me. Gaming for the rest of my life. Starcraft Story. Charging in with the Assault Squad leader. Oh, he's so skilled. He's on minimal health. Come on, shoot it. He wins. And now he's going to be able to... Actually... Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no, there's a half track. Ah, oh, damn it. Damn it. Why is that here? Why... Oh, an AT grenade from the Shadows. Shadow. Oh, look at the shot as well. 1 and 1 equals 2 deaths. Even takes a grenade, doesn't die. Now, what you want to be doing with these riflemen is picking up those M1 Garands if you can find them. Thompson's not so good, but M1 Garands are excellent. Now, we had a mistake here. By the way, this is actually Zebra Cakes. His Steam name's Zebra Cakes for some reason, but he's Shadow on here. It's very confusing. I tend to just use the same name. Inuki, 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 Inuki. So people know me. It's a matter of self-identity. We've got a 2-2-3 going into the left-hand side. Man, that was an awesome explosion there. Awesome AT grenade from Zebra Cakes, but I'm still going to call him Shadow because that's his game name. I'll always go by his game name. The middle is also being captured by the Germans. That's good, good, good. Zebra Cakes very much underappreciated at the moment. He's doing really, really well, and at the start of the game, I thought he was, I guess, the underdog. The underdog is what I'm going for here. Wow, I can get a really good high camera up on this hill. This is the way the game should never be played, zoomed out at that distance. 2-2-3 did excellent there, took out the guys behind the sandbag, see that one as well, ping him off. Now we need some infantry to approach. We are sending our only guy to go there. Just one of them, and he's going to take that zone as well. Battle is ferociously happening in the middle. So I had an awesome day last night. After the co-tournament had done, decided to give myself a break. And it got pretty crazy, pretty intense. Ended up having not one, but 2 bowls of cereal. I know, my life was crazy. Now we have a Stuart coming in to take care of that 223. We made the mistake there. We shouldn't have hung our 223 around there. It had already cleared this. You don't hold areas with vehicles. In the sense of you don't have your vehicles like on or past the area. Try and keep them as far back as possible. Maximum range is good for keeping them alive. If you want to keep it alive, which means you can have a longer use over a longer period of time, you'll inflict more damage to your enemy. You're not trying to do a big collateral damage in a short space of time. What you're trying to do is doing a lot of damage over a long period of time. Keep it alive. And when we need to drop that CP, you can get it destroyed then. The middle still being held by Shadow. The right looking solid for Starcraft Story as he's able to just put machine gunners behind sandbags. Shadow, though, doesn't have much here, but he's got a little over every part of the map. Apart from here now, actually. Oh, wow! We had some guys inside of this bush. They got destroyed. I think that was from Shadow Story. Ooh, what the hell's going on here? Wow. Who lives in a cave? Like, oh, I'm underneath the map now. Okay, that was bad. We shouldn't show bad design of a bad map. That left-hand point is being captured. Great. We've got a Panzer IV-F. These tanks are irritating, man. They fire in an arc. They've got a lot of HE shells they can use as well. Now, I can't see its application so much on the left-hand side. It will be able to fire down this narrow arc, but I think it's going to be more useful around in the center and on this right-hand side, where a lot of Starcraft Stories men are still alive, put it that way. He's already done a lot of damage over on that left-hand side. Let's try and force him to micro in so many different areas. At the moment, the battle is not so heated, but this F is going for the Stuart. It did look like it got a hit, but obviously it didn't do any damage. You can see that retreats out of there. What is Starcraft going to do against this, though? He needs one more point. Currently, we are at 12-15. Both players don't seem to want to fight as hard as they probably should be right now. We could keep pushing these areas, but we're just going to try and stick to getting free and holding free. No need to go all in and try and destroy more than you need to, losing a lot of casualties yourself. In the meantime, though, just a bit of infantry. Oh, beautiful shot from that F. Because these guys were actually close to a wall, and when you hit the wall behind them, it explodes and kills everyone around it. So great use of terrain there. Not so great use of terrain for Starcraft, though, so he needs to be alert that is the situation right now. He can't put infantry with their backs to walls, because that's going to be easy pickings for this F, which is now going over to the right-hand side. And I guess it wants a bit of a vacation. Look at the taking a few of the sights. Get out of my way, tree! I'm trying to move forward and it doesn't let me. Oh, why not? It's the end of the map, I guess. This is the end of the map. I think the Panzer F was trying to hit the track there. Really close. Backing away the Stuart B. The F is going to advance, though, and keep up the pressure. Come on, fire another shot. Come on, you've reloaded by now. Ah, zebra cakes. That sounds disgusting! Who comes up with these names? Anyway. We've got a few soldiers on the left-hand side for Shadow. He's not too concerned. This is why Starcraft Story should have always, not just Starcraft Story, it's everyone. Everyone should try and just poke up with a soldier. Try and get him into an area. Put him on return fire only. Just gather intelligence. Find out what is there. It's a really fantastic way to do that for conscripts. Because you can throw them away. There's 60 manpower for a group of 8 guys. You can... Oh, nasty! Oh, so nasty. A lot of conscripts died there. But they're only conscripts. They don't have any souls. We got that Stuart tank moving around, trying to get a good shot on this F. I don't think it can really penetrate from this distance, but you might be able to immobilize it. And that's as good as we can hope for, I guess. And just generally trying to be annoying. The F is returning fire, though. Starcraft is looking over into the center. You can see these lines of sight here and here. That's the hull machine gun. This is the main turret. We've got grenades being thrown across this hilly area. Oh, and that's it. The Stuart has been hit. Main gun and turret isn't going to be able to fire right now. The F is still firing on it. Is that Stuart tracked? It doesn't look like it is. It needs to move back. There he goes. He does notice. It's finally... it's been tracked. That's bad news for him. The Stuart... he's still using his memory to fire on that same location where he last saw that Stuart tank. There it goes. Oh, it's such a nasty arc fire tank, man. We got... I was going to say barbed wire. And then the cough reminded me that I'm... a pathetic life form that can't fight off viral infections or whatever it is that's trying to plague me to death. Oh god, I hope it isn't the plague. That would be bad news for me. And there goes the Stuart tank in a catastrophic explosion of red and yellow. We're going to have to replace that Stuart tank with an even bigger and better tank. We've got more infantry running into the center as both players seem to be heavily focused on gaining control of this hill. The holiday vacation. The F is moving over to the right hand side. It's going to be able to fire over this hill as well. Key location, this sandbag. There's that sandbag with a machine gunner behind it. And then we can advance some infantry as well. These guys are just on overwatch at the moment. But no pressure. No pressure. Apart from the middle, where there is pressure. We've got a half-track moving on the left-hand side. This time we're not going to be thwarted by grenades behind this hill. Always got to be on alert behind here because there's all sorts of nasty, pleasant surprises which can be hidden out of your view. Bazookas. Now, bazookas have been nerfed in the patch, but still, you can't rely on their bad luck to win. We got a G coming out. Gs don't have their side skirts, which would be really useful for charging down this central area here. But you can still get unlucky. It can still hit the front of the turret. The side of the turret is also protected by some shielding as well, but it's not 100% guarantee that it won't be destroyed. Although, I think if you remember in a Fun Times video that I recently posted, there was a H that was just taking a battering. I think it took 5 rockets, and it wasn't destroyed. So that just goes to show you that the H is really excellent for that urban support role. And I've been trying to use it myself, specifically for that reason, trying to charge it into these dangerous situations where I think that a bazooka will destroy it. It can hit it from the front, beware of that. There is no plating on the front of that. But the sides and the turret, the rear of the turret as well is also protected. So I figured maybe I can be a bit more dangerous in areas where I think there might be a bazooka. So the F is certainly really moving really far up. But and there is that bazooka nerf. It's not just bazookas, it's any rocket-propelled grenade. It's so terrible accuracy, but also remember to crouch when you fire it. Because that will increase your accuracy tenfold. It's so much more accurate. We've got a few soldiers in here. That's it. Equipping your grenade rather too late, but luckily enough for you, that guy has... Well, that was going to be an amazing grenade, but he threw it where he was going to run to. Not where he was. And it was a good effort, but it didn't plan out. So, you know, we're just trying to... do our best here to use our grenades and make sure that people die from the grenades, of course. And we can pick up a load of grenades from these guys too, if we can remember to do that. We've got this very large dip down here. Flamethrowers also excel here. That looked like an amazing grenade, and it was. Oh yeah, Starcraft story, happy with that one. We've got another infantry squad moving in on the left-hand side, preparing for a charge. The G is here, using its machine gun to tear down people. Starcraft was able to capture this zone completely. Wow. Go him. A few of these lazy grenadiers. Why? What were you thinking? That was terrible defense on your half. But it seems like Zebra Cakes has managed to take care of this area. You could call it Zebra Shadow. Shadow Zebra! That's a cooler name than any of your names. It's all names combined. Right. Enough suggesting stuff. We've got a interesting Panzerschreck soldier right here. I'm unfamiliar with any vehicles actually coming around this area at all. I've never ever once visually processed a vehicle coming anywhere around this island. But okay, let's have a Panzerschreck there just in case. Just in pickle case. Now, this area is still being captured. That is good. Yeah, that's good. In the meantime, Starcraft Story is going to have to respond to this with a half-track! And now that Panzerschreck is going to be in use, we've got a lot of infantry charging in. But all of the... Oh, we got an AT soldier here as well somewhere. There he is. That's the guy there. A lot of infantry firing into this sector. This boulder here is preventing that half-track from firing on any of these guys, but they are getting flanked. I feel like I'm Latin right now. I'm going into the past. The half-track has been destroyed. That's from the G that decided to reverse up and take it out. Great use there. He didn't decide to use the Panzerschreck because he would most likely have died. We got a 76mm Sherman. These are fantastic tanks, by the way. I love them. And look at the angle here from this F. Using that terrain to get a higher arc. Track damage. That is a bad news for the 76 Sherman, which is the only unit in this game that can really get Starcraft Story back into destroying a lot of the valuable assets that have been acquired from Shadow. And he is saying, I love this tank. He's looking like he's trying to hit this engine as well. I don't think he'll be able to get it because of this turret. He might actually pick apart this soldier at the top though with a 50 cal. I really think that the 76 was a miserable choice to bring it over to this side of the map. We could have tried taking out this Jeep first, but I guess we would have opened ourselves up to a flank from this. Wow, you can really get a good view of the battlefield from up here. I like these side bits. I love them. Oh, there's trees up there. Wow, it looks like actually a level on Skyrim. Not so much a Men of War map, but a fantasy map where RPGs are made. I've got Demon Souls recently. It's actually a pretty decent RPG for anyone that wants an RPG. And there's a new sequel, which is coming to PC. It's already out on the PS3, but it's coming to PC. It was a petition. It's a really interesting story, believe me. It was a huge petition to get this game on PC, and the designers said, okay, you've done this petition, we are going to actually port it to PC, and not only that, they are going to make additional content for that game as well. So check that out. The 76 Sherman, wow, did a number on that F1. That is gone. Hull damage is going to take a long time to repair. Is he going to finish the job? Come on, Starcraft Story. Finish! Be a man! Be a man and take it out. Make it red. Make it bleed. There it is. It's bleeding. Because tanks do that. We are actually getting the MG off that as well. May as well salvage whatever you can. Now, this G is going to be in trouble because that 76mm gun on a Sherman is really powerful. Do not underestimate the 76mm Sherman. Regular Sherman, underestimate it all you want. Crappiest tank in the world. In the 1v1s, actually, it's not too bad, especially in the urban maps like Argenton, which I really wanted to cast, by the way. We got like I think a 4-man or a 5-man squad here. It might be a 3-man squad. Yeah, it's a 3-man. They're synchronized firing as well. Pew pew pewing away. They're crawling up through these bushes. What you want to do though, Shadow, is you want to buy at least 5 snipers, and then what you can do is put bushes all around here. This side of the map needs a garden force, a specialized garden force to plant bushes here so you can sneak up on the enemy. It's a really great tactic. Trust me, I am a Men of War expert. Anywho, we got a lot of soldiers here dotted around the central island. It seems though Starcraft Story is having a tough time, but he is tricking grenades here and there. Got one guy, he explodes into a puddle of red. The 76 Sherman deciding what it wants to do. Oh, we get another F out here. Okay, actually, send this F right up here. Press the X button and take all of the ammunition inside of it. Again, think, oh, a Hetzer. I question that decision. Oh yeah, a 76 Sherman actually took out the G. I presume. I'm going to presume, judging by the way that 76 Sherman, it may have popped out here. That's not a bad position. I think that is able to get a shot there. We're just gonna traverse the map. There's a tree in the way. There's a tree in the way. Yeah, it looks like it would have been able to get a shot from there. All points now, though, are turning into German hands. This one just got neutralized. The central point is actually going up for the Americans. Starcraft Story is not out of this game yet. He is down. He's only got 19 points, 250, so he's got a long way to go. Well, at least we have cover there, but also the Americans have cover. You've just given them free cover. That will only last there for a few minutes, though, then it will disappear at F. In the same odd position yet again. Doesn't want to expose its underbelly. Shadow! Back it up, Shadow! No, Shadow, don't risk it for the biscuits. That 76 Sherman is looking at you. That's it. Just charge, man. Just charge right up to it. That arc fire tank has nothing on you. You can even use the Hetzer as cover. Main gun damaged. Will it still be able to fire, though? I think not. It looks like the turret is out. Meanwhile, in the middle, the Americans are going unchallenged, but there is a squad hiding in this bush with a machine gunner ready. Now, machine guns for Germany are the best machine gun that you can ever get out there. So the way that you use them, or how you use them, or how efficiently you use them, really has a huge impact on the outcome of the game. So getting them into key positions, retreating them, keeping them alive, rearming them when they come out of ammo is really an amazing thing you can do when you're playing as Germany. Also very irritating getting them behind sandbags. I think we can do with some machine guns around here and around here. That will protect the flanks a lot, and then we can focus all of our solid infantry, which is used for attacking or defending, in the middle where there's lots of areas for the bushes to cover, and any of these guys on the side will be hit or pinned down by machine gun fire at the very least. Our G, though, our second G of the match, again taken out by the 76 Sherman. This is the best news that Starcraft Story can ever have wished for right now. He's only got one more F to deal with, and really Shadow is going to have to take that 76 out with this F if he wishes to remain in the game. I can only imagine that Starcraft Story has a lot of manpower saved up. Just like me, I have 2,390 right now. I could buy, oh God knows what. A lot of new units out here as well. We haven't seen them just yet. I don't think I've actually seen any new hero units yet. So I would kind of like to see some. That would be a treat for us, I suppose, and I could talk a little bit about them, or how I think they should be used. But until that happens, we're going to have to wait for it. Maybe some Brandenburger would be useful as well. Brandenburger are really solid infantry. Also US infantry. US... What are they called? They're not Rangers, they're the special one. US infantry, something like that. USMC. Marine Corps. I'm having a mind blank. I've been doing too much Company of Heroes. The 76 Sherman has been tracked right up there. The F backs away. Can the F actually hit it from here? It looks like the turret may have been damaged again. There we go, repairs going off. Now this isn't going to last very long. A bazooka soldier. Yes! This is exactly what we want. Shadow, you are doing what any bold Inuki would do. But unfortunately though, the turret then, the whole machine gun, is going to see you as soon as you pop round there. And because of the reticule slowness, what happens now, this is why the bazookas are a bit worse. What happens is when you turn like that, the reticule grows bigger and bigger and bigger. So you have to spend a bit of time actually staying still and aiming. And also, accuracy against units which are moving is reduced as well. Now, this was a bad idea to send that guy in. And now we are alerted to the presence that there is an AT infantry soldier here. We can fire in a HE shell. If Starcraft Story is wise, if he is the smart soldier, we're going to heal this guy up. Yeah, he's wise. And there he blows. His body is completely gone, which means we cannot salvage the Panzerschreck. Now, what we could have done actually to assist this area is throw down a couple of smokes. Here. Maybe more than a couple, maybe like 3 couples. That would have been good. We are sending a Pack 40 in, which again doesn't seem like a great idea because that's going to take some time to settle down here. At which point, the Sherman can just say, nope, HE shell, blow it to smithereens. So, not the greatest idea. You can see that the loss of tanks right now for Shadow has forced him back to 2 zones. So Starcraft Story is back in this game. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. And I'm interested to see the perspective that Panther has recorded. I shall just quickly show him here. Look at him. Look at the guy. He's got 0 performance, but he's not liking this game up so much. From what I noticed, I think, yeah, it's a bit choppy, but it's okay. It's fine. We're enjoying it, aren't we, Inuki TV viewers? That's right. You're mindless. You view anything. Anything. So, I've actually been speaking to a few people recently. This game, I posted an announcement on Steam groups. I said, I'm looking for a game to record. Does anyone want to play? And these are the guys which come and joined me. Panther offered his assistance to go record the game as well. Thank you. The Pack 40 is going to the middle. Interesting decision. It's got no purpose in the middle. But, however, we'll go back to our storytelling. Oh, what's going on around here? Starcraft Story is actually pressing up with a full squad of infantry. They may be only conscripts, but there's no guy in a machine gun here to take care of them. The whole machine gun as well is not firing. Oh, the bold Sherman is coming round. It wants to play. It wants to play. You shall die now. It's looking. It fires. It takes out the track. The crew has been injured. We could probably move this forward a bit more. Come on, tiptoe up. If there was a Panzerschreck there, it would have blown you apart already. The Pack 40 is not looking in the right direction as well if this guy wants to traverse over the difficult terrain, which is Shadow's base. Oh, nice positioning here from AT infantry. We do have AT infantry here. And again, they've alerted themselves to the presence. They should have just hid there. Shadow, why aren't you microing this guy? Come on. Micro. Direct control! DC! No, we are using our rockets. Our rockets from the Nebelwerfer to try and deal with this. It takes out some infantry. It hits the water. Makes the splashy waters in the airs. But still, no counter. Oh yes, come on. I'm cheering you on. Crouch him! Crouch! I'm feeling constipated now. After that really big sniff. Ooh, Inuki needs to breathe. So very hot. Again, in the National Republic of England. And I don't feel very well, so... interestingly enough, going back to the story I was saying, a lot of people will send messages to me, and I know I've said this quite a lot, but some people don't seem to listen, or at least watch all these games through. But if you're going to send me a message on Steam, just go right to the point. I understand everyone's a nice person. I assume everyone is a nice person. I assume everyone would say the normal greetings. Hello. How are you? Whatever. That's fine. I just assume you're going to start off the conversation with that. But if you've got something that you really want to say, just say it and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Because it's actually getting to a point where I'm having difficulty replying to everyone. That... And there are some people as well which are, when they add me, they're the Team Fortress 2 people that want hats. I'm like, stay out of my life. I don't care. I hate Team Fortress 2. It's not my kind of shooter. I prefer things with a bit more realism to them. And here you are, randomly adding me to try and add hats. Go away. I don't want your attention. So anyway, our Pack 40 is now looking, and that guy is going to need a new helmet. That's not where the Sherman 76 is! There we go, we are trying to move it back behind the cover, and we successfully do that. Starcraft Story is moving up even further, taking some HE shots though. We are actually not moving our Pack 40 behind this boulder. Boulder dash! Hey, Inuki puns. But we should have stuck it behind there and left it there, and hopefully we can buy something as big as a King Tiger. Ooh, that's smart. That Pack 40 was the last resort against the Sherman 76, and I think Starcraft Story might know it. It looks like he's actually going back though. Yeah! Now, this is the exact opposite of what happened with the 223 earlier on in the game. We have achieved so much with the Sherman 76 that we don't need to achieve any more. I'm happy with this. It's like a gamble, really. I don't need to do any more than this. If he decides to bring any sneaky soldiers around here, if he decides to bring anything that poses a danger, I'll just try and outplay him yet again. I'm not going to stick here and wait for any badass surprises in the fog of war. And again, we're going to pop up. I think Starcraft Story has a few infantry soldiers which are looking out for him. They can see these soldiers from a distance because that 76 Sherman certainly shouldn't be able to. I think I'm wheezing, by the way. No, it went. Oh. Oh, the human body is an interesting thing. Except mine. Mine's shit. Oh, shitness. But Shadow is moving in with a whole squad of infantry. He holds the left. He's doing not too badly in the center. That's it. Pistol whip the guy. Oh, we dropped a Luger there. A Wolfer, rather. We want to pick that up. That's a really cool weapon to have. 76 Sherman coming round again. Oh! You can see that this guy was put on return fire only, which is why he didn't fire. Maybe even hold fire. He was just trying to get some valuable intelligence and let the Sherman do all the work. And that is really, really strong play. Something that professional players will do. And I say professional, I mean as professional as you can be in Men of War. It's a small community, but it's still the greatest game that you can get out there. Grenade goes off. Oh, it is not dodged. Oh, we lose yet another half-track. I was about to swallow some nose gunk. Starcraft Story has defeated every living soldier, every organic life form in the middle, attaining control of the middle. He is dominating that center, and it looks like he's going to be able to take care of this left-hand side as well, because we have very little infantry there from Shadow. Shadow is so focused right now on this right-hand side. He's put down a load of smoke, or at least someone has put down a load of smoke. I don't know. Smoke works both ways, by the way. Meantime, in the center, we're just going to try and hold this, I think. I mean, if I was Starcraft Story, I wouldn't want to over-invest in being aggressive. Instead, I want to put that investment in defending this area properly with machine guns on the appropriate flanks, like I said earlier, or a mortar. There's so many places where a mortar can work here. If you check out all of these boulders which a mortar can hide behind in, on both sides of the map, it's a very, very balanced map, and that's why I kind of like this one. We've not seen it before. 2-2-3 moving up on the left-hand side. Needs to be on the lookout for anyone hiding in the bushes with an AT grenade. Yeah, just randomly firing in the bushes will also work. Bearing in mind that these vehicles tend to have a lot of ammunition inside them as well. And usually, we don't salvage enough. And by we, I mean everyone that plays the game. We usually don't salvage what we can on the battlefield. Usually, I mean, here's a really good one. We've got a Calliope out, and I was just about to speak about the Calliope, laughing my ass off. Dude, there is an applicable F in that LMAO that you did not say. But anyway, the Calliope. If you get a Calliope destroyed in a team game, and you can still salvage it, send an ammo truck to go salvage the rockets out of it. Take it for yourself. Retreat it. You've got additional ammo there that you can load it into an ally's Calliope. There's a load of units you can do it with, but we just don't do it because we don't. There's so much creativity in this game, and that's why. Ooh, I hiccup. Whew, the 2-2-3 is still alive on the left-hand side. It's going to be supported with Volkstem. I think this game, though, might be on its closing endings. Starcraft still will be 76 Sherman right from the start of the game. Doing amazingly well. So many kills. I wish we could see the kills on units. The Calliope is using its main gun to take out the 2-2-3. I don't think Shadow predicted this outcome, and I think he's just writing this off as a loss. He's not going to be able to kill this 2-2-3. Oh, he's ducking behind the cover. Yeah, we'll just use this. We'll hide here. What? Your move, Calliope. Your move. What are you going to do, Calliope? How do you want to play this? Now, I think the 2-2-3 might have a TNT in it, but I'm going to go with no. So I've got all bases covered. It seems... Wow, okay, what the hell? How has this happened? Shadow actually has 4 zones, at least almost 4 zones. There goes the 2-2-3. I am amazingly surprised at how this has happened. Come on. We must have a lot of MP, Starcraft. You've done so well on your vehicle attrition, I can't imagine that your unit loss... well, we can check this out, actually. Oh, it seems pretty even. Pretty even, but this battle right now doesn't look even. We've got one sneaky soldier, which has revealed his position. I was going to say the Shadow Commander, but that's too cool of a name. He's the Shadow Commander. That reminds me, I don't know why in England we have the Shadow Cabinet, which are a group responsible for something to do with politics. I'm not fully sure. But politics are evil, we all know that. But calling yourself the Shadow Cabinet? I picture freaking James Bond villains on that cabinet. It doesn't... Like, who came up with a name for that? Why? What is the logic? Anywho, we got this sneaky AT infantry sneaking under fire, because what better way to disguise yourself than with tracer rounds? I guess. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? The Starcraft story, though, retaining control of the middle and his left points. That's good for him. We are only 37 points away from victory. Starcraft story 49. A lot to go in this game. And my niece is meant to be coming over soon. I wanted a short game, damn it. And I'm not getting a short game. These players, they're fighting on their last sticks, by the way. We got a Stu 42, our first hero unit of the game, I believe. I cannot be sure. I can't see all of the game, but I'm going to go with that. I think Shadow may have just remembered, holy crap, I've got hero units! I can use them! And I'm not sure about Starcraft story as well. Maybe he has a bunch of hero units. Maybe he's going to save up for a Super Pershing, which would be... bad! Against the Stu 42. They won't penetrate at all. But the Stu 42 can take out a little light vehicles. A lot of emplacements as well, no problem whatsoever. And A guys behind sandbags. It also has a slight arc to it as well. But we can't rely on it. What have we got coming out here? We just got another regular squad coming out. Maybe go into the middle. Now I wish, again, I want to bring this up in case Shadow watches this game later. MGs, man. M-fucking-Gs. Not so much around here, they aren't so useful. Unless you can get up here. If you can get up here, great. MG around here will secure yourself. Make it a lot easier. MGs around here as well, also very good. Heavy machine guns. It's really very, very dependent. Oh, we're losing our Stu! Don't say it's that 76 Sherman. It is that 76 Sherman. It's the most heroic 76 Sherman you can ever see in Men of War. I cannot believe it, Captain. Is hammering that keyboard. So I think, oh, that poor guy. He was blasted away at the disappointment explosion, which came out of that. And there's the Calliope making its debut appearance yet again. Hi guys, I'm still alive. Would you like to meet my friend? Sir, fuck you in the ass. But it's happening again. Everyone's dying. The rocks are falling. Oh my god, I've just realized that you could actually fire maybe a HE shell at these rocks, causing a rock slide to kill the guys. Are there any more areas like this? I think maybe here could do it. What about up here? I don't think up here is a very good location, but... Hell, how's that for using your environment to your advantage? Dude, I want to see that. I want to see that in maps. If you're a map maker, maybe you can design a map that has something like that, which can influence a battle. Now, another thing that I want to wonder, which is, do these rock slides harm tanks? Because that would be freaking cool. Right now, though, Shadow really needs a vehicle to take out this 76 Sherman. He's been over suicide missionly with the 80 infantry. I don't know what he's been doing, but it's always been missing. But my tip there is crouch. It's going to do a lot of good. A motorcycle is out here. Look at all of the rocks which have fell from the Calliope. That's going to make it hard for this motorcycle to actually move across this zone. We've got one lone rifleman taking his shots at this motorcycle. It all hinges on this motorcycle to win the battle. If only this guy could equip a Panzerschreck, shoulder mounted, drive as close as he can to that 76mm Sherman. Gonna rely on a Goliath though. This is gonna go horribly wrong. I don't know why he's gonna gamble everything on this. But maybe, yet again. Let's try and make the most of this. Let's try and use our smokes. We could charge in with a distraction vehicle as well. 222 would be a great vehicle for that. If it stays alive, it will be great as well after that. But at the moment, I don't think charging in infantry with a Goliath would be appropriate. Health and safety would go mental over that decision, but I'm sure Shadow's not going to do that. He seems like a bright, sparky lad. He's the brightest knife in the locket drawer, but he desperately needs to take out that 76 Sherman if he wants to win this game. If he doesn't, that's it. I'm calling this. Starcraft Story is won. Bear in mind that these games are live. There is no replay system. I've trolled so many people. Somehow they've been wondering, how do I record these games when there is no replay system? Simple. This game is live. It's a 2v2 map. You can see that I can buy units. I've not turned off my mod as well. That's disappointing. Goliath is trying to get in a good position. A tip for a Goliath, by the way. It's basically a mobile mine. Now, first thing you want to do with it is hide it. Don't charge it. Hide it somewhere in your area where your enemy won't see it. It does come with camouflage, so you can plant some bushes of your own. Will we see that happen? I don't think so. We've got 80 infantry here as well. But they've made themselves known yet again. It's all dependent on Starcraft Story knowing if that's happened. Second tip for the Goliath is to face it. Face it frontally where you want it to go as soon as you want to drive it into action. Now, I wish I could draw on the screen. I've been trying to find out how I can do that. Light engagements on the left hand side. We've got yet another squad moving up to this area here. When you want to drive this out, say a 76 Sherman comes driving down this road, you want that Goliath to be facing in that direction. You don't want it to be facing that direction, because then you have to turn it, and then it makes itself known, and then you're like, oh, he's got a few seconds advantage now. You want to be ready to drive that in the direction you want to go in as soon as you see a target. It's basically an ambush mine. Basically that. So I hope that will improve your Goliath play. Do not charge them in. Do not even charge them in if you have 5 of them or 10 of them, unless you're making a fun times video, in which case do send me your fun time videos. I will hit like and other people can go watch it too. I requested that other people do that, by the way, and they didn't. Maybe it just takes a lot of work. It did actually. It took me a lot of work, so you have to actively try and do stupid stuff, which sometimes doesn't make your teammates too happy. We've got a half-track moving up on the left-hand side. Third time's the charm! This one's worked out this time. It's got through. But we have this motorcycle to go counter it. Motorcycle versus 50 cal. The battle is on! I think the motorcycle is in with a chance. Its engine is powered down. Now, that engine sound is not... It needs to be more like a pod racer. I've noticed recently in a few games there's been some pod racer sounds. I don't know why. And what the hell is this half-track planning on doing? I think... Does it see the Goliath? It does see the Goliath! And the Goliath is going... flipped and tracked and... That was not the best engagement for the half-track, but, you know, why the hell not? That was okay. Now we've got a firefall as well as a waterfall. The elements are coming together, people! Totally cost-effective. Actually, a half-track in the Goliath? Yeah, I'd rather lose a half-track than the 76, but in all honesty, there was no reason to lose that half-track, so... Oh, shut up, man. Quit whining. It's a bit of fire. Just pat yourself down. Stop, drop, and roll, will you? I think high-level infantry should have that ability to stop, drop, and roll. We are using some of the rocks here for cover. Interesting enough, that is how the environment works in this game. You can use it to your effectiveness. Starcraft Story getting control of all of the sectors now, bar this one. That's all we have left to take. We've still got this bike that can be repaired, by the way. These guys contemplating how they are going to repair it. I hope that we have some more manpower left. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to buy a load of conscripts and say, there we go. Also, you can surrender, by the way, Shadow. You can actually say, I give in, quit. No one's going to argue with you if you want to stay in for the full 100 points to take down. But it's just putting it out there, man. If anyone wants to surrender in these 1v1 games, they are certainly welcome to do so. It's something I've actually noticed recently. I've played some 1v1 games myself. I've casted, I think this is my third 1v1, maybe fourth 1v1. I remember that the Shotter versus Instinct one broke. I'm very sorry about that. But these games sometimes don't go on for the full 100, which is interesting. I don't know why that happens, but it happens. I'm sure I can figure out why it happens, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to put my brain power. Here comes a Calliope yet again, blasting the rocks. One hits 4 men, but I think overall the effectiveness of that Calliope was not as good, because these guys were moving in a column, more like around this area. So kind of remember to split up your infantry, by the way. We have regained control of this sector yet again, but we're going to lose it. And that's not good news. 91 points for Starcraft Story. This game is on its way out. So I will wrap this up. In a way, I don't know. I need a shave. Is that a second Calliope? My sister's wedding was really boring. He's firing at a commando. Ow! You may hear a fan, by the way. It's kind of blowing. By kind of, I mean it is blowing. I'm a Calliope expert, you see. No one's a Calliope expert. That's not a thing. Not a thing. You have to remember, though, that Calliope is a close-range support vehicle. You have to charge it in. I'm receiving a call on Skype. Okay. Hey on. Hang on. Hang on.
Hanging on by...
How are you?
How are you?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Why are you acting so strange?
I love you!
I'm getting creeped out a bit here.
Do you want to play some Demon Souls?
This is not your usual behavior.
No.
Did you use drugs?
No, he's made a soundboard of himself. He's just pressing random buttons.
Really?
No,
I'm a
about
bacon! Why would I do that?
I wouldn't be surprised you work with sound all the fucking time! Why would you not do that? That's a great idea. I'm gonna make a soundboard of myself.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I would totally do that.
You're sitting there eating dinner and stuff and just press like, no.
I was actually playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
So when I eat or when I'm doing something else, I can just press random buttons and then you know.
No, you know.
I can just say like, Roger that, L.
Shut up, you two! Okay, right. So that was a cool 1v1. See everybody later. That was the last game because my niece is coming over. Bye bye.